Good morning.
Good morning.
Episode 95.
Wow.
Feeling alive.
Feeling alive. Feeling great.
95. That's actually crazy. I think we started, 95 episodes. If we'd go every other week.
We started in August of 2024, right? It's been 2 years.
Wow.
Almost.
Crazy.
This August will be 2 years.
Good for us.
I think.
Is it not 3 years this August?
No.
2023. Yeah.
Oh.
It'll be 3 years in a few months. That's crazy. I don't like that.
That is insane. I just looked at our mug.
Look how long your hair was on our first episode.
Oh my gosh. I think it's time for a new picture.
A new picture. Okay. We can do that.
Established August 7th, 2023.
That's crazy.
Guys.
Who's
still listening to us?
And about 40 people an episode.
Okay.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks
Hi.
for, it's funny. We never really talk to the audience. We talk to each other. Should we start talking to the audience?
You guys, I feel like sometimes we try to.
Thanks for listening. What's up with you? What's new in your world? Should we try to do like the Delilah voice?
Oh my gosh.
You remember Delilah?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we have 2 weekends to catch up on.
Okay.
But first, how's life going lately?
Life has been good. I've realized walking is time consuming.
It is, yeah.
It is kind of the vein of my existence right now. Is that what you say it?
The bane. I think it's the bane. The bane is just like it's you hate it.
Yeah. It's just so boring, to be honest with you. Like, I just find myself like doing the same. Like, I try to mix it up in my neighborhood, or I try to like go somewhere, but I'm just like 1 foot in front of the other for so long.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I did have a good audiobook I was listening to, so that helped.
That's the key.
It's a little tricky because Chad wants to walk with me, but when he walks, I can't listen to my story.
Yeah.
And so then I have to like engage with him and talk with him, which is lovely, and I enjoy it. But
I went on a walk yesterday and I'm like caught up on all my podcasts.
Yeah.
I finished my audiobook and I didn't really want to start a new book because I just didn't. And so I walked just like with silence for the first time in a while. It was actually really nice.
I enjoyed it.
I did. I feel like I very rarely have just complete quiet and silence in my day. I like to fill my every moment with some sort of stimulation. And so it was nice. I feel like I thought about things kind of like I don't know. I feel like I had some good introspective thoughts.
Yeah. Not me.
Not you. It's going to be you.
But otherwise, life is great.
Other than the stepping.
We're doing good. Yeah. How about you?
I'm pretty sure our team won last week.
You did.
Heck yeah.
We were like, I think less than 100 steps behind you.
Pretty close.
But it was close.
My team's stepping it up.
What's your average? For
the month so far?
No, just your daily. Like, what are you doing?
I can tell you.
Okay.
I got like 16,000 yesterday.
Golly.
My average so far for the month of May is 14,160, but that includes today. So if I don't know if I'm close to 15,000 steps a day.
I'm definitely not.
That's also because I play pickleball so often. And
yeah.
Pickleball, I get so many steps playing pickleball.
You know what's funny is we went and played yesterday. So how do I do it? Go to
month. So you're at 10,766 for May. That's
good.
Behind. That's great.
Way more than I have been doing.
Yeah.
Like that's the other thing. I realize I haven't been walking.
Yep.
And the weather was yucky before May, Anyways, we've got 2 weekends to catch up on.
We do. Should we get into it?
Should we?
Dive right in. 2 weekends ago, can I start? Is it okay?
Please, absolutely.
Sweet. Friday nights, I had dinner with my friend Chad at the Woodinville Cut Shop. You ever been there? You've been to Woodinville?
Not, but I'm going to Woodinville next weekend.
Are you?
Yes.
If you need any recs, let me know. I've been spending a lot of time in Woodinville recently.
So we're only there for 2 nights, and one of the nights is a concert at Chateau Saint Michel.
Cool.
So I feel like we don't have a ton of time.
Where are you staying?
We're staying in an Airbnb.
Cool.
Which, sorry to derail this conversation, but I don't know if this ever happened to you. We had our Airbnb booked.
Okay.
Literally 2 days ago, I got an email saying your reservation has been canceled.
Oh, wow.
The host sent proof to Airbnb that they're doing renovations and can't accommodate us anymore.
Oh, man.
So then we were like scramble mode trying to find something. And luckily we did. But I was like, what if this costs more than our original place? I was like, and I just felt like this host was from the get-go a little weird. To me, I'm like, you didn't think ahead that it must be some major project if you're renovating and I don't know. I just
weird.
was like,
it's interesting that as a guest, there's the cancellation policy, which I always look at that when I book my Airbnb, like because some of them, like right when you book it, there's no canceling.
You can't go back.
You can't get your refund at all. Others, they'll let you cancel it like up to 2 weeks beforehand. So they're more generous. But it's interesting that as guests, you have a cancellation policy and you can lose all your money.
Right.
But as a host, they didn't get fined or punished or anything. I do think there is, I guess the proof to Airbnb is interesting. I remember when I was an Airbnb host for my 6th Ave house, basically if you cancel on one guest, you lose your super host status, which is hard to get. So many 5-star reviews to become a super host.
She was.
Well, maybe because she provided proof she was able to cancel it without that, but that's interesting.
Yeah. The nice thing is we ended up finding something that was a little bit closer, it seemed like, to where we wanted to be, and also a little bit less expensive.
Nice.
By like $100. Not crazy.
Worked out.
So it's fine.
Definitely go to the Somme.
Okay.
There's 3 restaurants. There's like the rooftop restaurant, there's the lobby bar, and then there's like the fancy restaurant.
Yes.
All great.
Okay.
All fantastic.
Okay.
Like I have never been to a hotel with such good food.
Yeah.
So good. So go to the Somme for sure.
All right.
But Woodinville Cut Shop's another fun spot. It's kind of more of like a dive bar ish, but not dive. It's like I don't know what's another term for. It's like a bar, like a sports bar.
Okay.
It's like a sports bar, but it's like
so
cool.
far. I'm gonna be honest. You're not pitching me on.
It's a cool vibe. I'll have to show you pictures. It's like it's like burgers and chicken sandwiches and that kind of stuff.
Because when you said cut, I thought immediately a steakhouse of some sort.
Not a steakhouse.
No. Okay.
No, it's like a bar. Okay. It's like a bar with really good food, but it was jam packed. Like. Popular. Their parking lot was completely full. The restaurant was completely full. We had to wait 20 minutes for a table. Like it was hopping and really good energy.
Nice.
So it's a good spot. Highly recommend it. And then we had a game night. Brian and I did with his friend group, and I was in charge of shopping for snacks.
Oh.
For like 20 people.
Has this happened before? Have you done this?
This game night?
Yeah, or like been in charge of providing all the snacks?
Usually we'll go like as a group to get snacks. Everybody kind of gets what they want, but they all were doing something else. And so Brian texted me, he's like, hey, like we don't have any snacks or drinks. Like, can you get stuff?
Yeah.
And I was like, do you have anything you want? He's like, I trust you. Like, get whatever you think sounds good. So I was at the store just like getting everything I love.
Yeah.
Like it was literally like.
And you guys were hosting the game night.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense that you're.
Yeah. Well, we weren't. I mean, it was at his friend's apartment complex.
Oh.
But it was kind of with that friend group.
Okay.
Basically. But anyway, so I got like all my favorite chips, all my favorite candy. Like it was some the charcuterie, some like Snickers ice cream bars, which are my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
I very rarely let myself indulge.
Yeah.
And buy those things.
Yeah.
And if I do, I'll buy like one thing. But I went and I bought everything. Everything that
What are we talking price wise?
It's like $150.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. For 20 people?
Yep. Yeah. Some people brought other stuff, but the snacks I purchased,
donations were
they were a hit. They were well received. So that was fun.
That is fun.
I've never usually when I go to the grocery store, I'm like trying to get mostly healthy stuff. So it was fun going to the store with the intention of just buying snacks. Yeah. Like it's such a rare,
and it's all your preferences too. That's fun.
And I tried to buy things I knew would be crowd favorites, crowd pleasers. But we did the game night.
What game did you play?
We played a game called 2 Rooms and a Boom.
That feels like a made up something.
It's a real game. I don't know. I don't want to get flagged by Secret Service, but basically the premise of the game is that there's a bomb. There's a bomb team.
For sure we're getting flagged.
And
literally
a president team.
Okay. Yep. Double. Stop talking.
The president's team's goal is to not be in the room with the bomb at the end of the game, and the bomb's team's goal is the opposite goal.
Okay.
And it's a very fun game.
Yeah.
It's great.
Is it so you're 2 teams and you're...
It's kind of hard to explain, honestly.
I know. It
so
seems
there's
a
like
complicated.
Anywhere from 3 to 5 rounds. Each round, you're like sending people back and forth between the rooms, and you're like, it's very much a lying kind of deception game. It's very, very fun. I realized that something about myself, which I probably already knew, but it was reinforced this night.
Yeah.
I am very legalistic when it comes to the rules of a game.
Okay.
Are you?
Yes, no, it depends.
If there's rules for a game, I want to follow the rules.
Okay.
I don't want to just make up my own rules.
Sometimes for me, it's like the hassle of knowing all the rules.
Yeah.
Like It's like, should we just kind of go with what makes sense right now?
Here's the thing. I agree generally, but what we were doing wasn't making sense.
Okay.
And I was starting to see issues. So I was like, took it upon myself to read through the rule book, which was an extensive rule book.
That's the other thing I don't like to do.
Yeah. But I don't actually mind doing that part. But then I kind of felt like the party pooper who's like, maybe we should do it this way. This is what the rules say. Maybe we should try it this way.
Yeah.
I was trying to present it like,
in an upbeat, positive way. Does anybody want some of the yummy snacks I brought?
Yes.
Like,
a sandwich. Yeah. So I didn't realize that about myself, but it was fun.
How was it received? Were people like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea? Or were they like, ugh,
I think there was one girl who was a little bit caught off guard because she was just, it doesn't matter. But I think the consensus was that, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, let's play by the rules.
It's also hard when you're like, usually our game nights are like 6 of us. You're playing with 20 people. Yes. That's a lot to control.
And there was no like consistency with how we're doing things. Okay, and it was all over the place.
No, I think that would bother me, to be honest.
So next time we play that, I'm going to take the rules and I'm gonna like figure out how to simplify them. And I could probably use AI for this. Be like, give me like the rules for this game in 5 very simple steps. And that would be I should try that anyway. But we're out until like 1 a.m. that night. Ooh. And it was fun. Good Friday night.
Nice. I love it. Okay. My Friday night is very different. So Friday morning I got to do, I think I've mentioned this before, on the school council. We have this thing where it's Teacher Appreciation Week. And we do a thing called Blessing Cart, where we get a bunch of beverages, snacks, little trinkets, and we go around to all the classrooms, and the teachers come out and they get to make a plate of food and coffee and teas and hot chocolate and take little trinkets. And so I got to do that. It's really fun. I love being able to be on campus and like be the person that's bringing yummy things to the teachers, and then become the favorite.
So both of our Fridays included having snacks that we were bringing to people.
See, we are the same. That evening was the 253 Film Festival from that the Grand Cinema put on.
Yep.
So I think I shared we must have talked about me filming the movie. Yeah, we did.
So this is when you aired all the movies.
Yes. So there were 33 films. We started at a restaurant called Mexico Magico down in Broadway.
Fun fact, I signed them up for Uber Eats back in the day. When I was an Uber Eats sales rep, I signed up Mexico Magico.
Have you eaten there recently?
No.
Yeah. So we went there. Then we went to the film festival. I want to say it was like 3 hours of short films.
Oh my gosh.
It was a long time.
Wow.
And, some of them, you can tell people this was their first round at doing this, and others, they've been here before.
It's interesting because I've been to film festivals where there's short films, and I usually like the short films.
Yes,
but it's not. They're kind of vetted. It's not a competition. They're at this festival because they've been pre-vetted.
Yeah,
but I can imagine at a competition like that where there's no barrier to entry.
Yeah. So I was thinking it'd be nice if they did this in the future where they had, if you've done maybe, a handful or less, you have one competition.
Okay.
And then if you have done more, then you're in a different category. I think it would be nice if they separated, and then it wouldn't be as long either. Because there was like literally 2 intermissions, 3 rounds of 11 short films. Wow. So it's a lot. We unfortunately didn't place anywhere. We did, Peter, I actually left right as it ended, and Peter stayed and lingered a bit, and he said he had talked to a couple teams and people were saying that they cried watching ours, which is a little impactful when ours was only a 4-minute thing.
That's amazing.
So I didn't tell you what it was about.
No.
Okay. Basically, my character it starts off, she is you can tell she's disheveled. She is like drinking coffee. There's a empty wine glass on the counter. She's taking Tylenol, and
so you didn't have to act at all.
No, it was perfect. I left my kitchen the way it is. She in the background is listening to phone messages, and it's like, hey, this is the studio calling, we really need your script. And then it's like, mom's calling, just checking on you. Therapist is calling, checking on your appointments. So you can tell she's got some things happening in her life.
Okay.
And then she flashbacks to her and her friend, and they are dressed as clowns, and they are going to entertain a birthday party. And her friend is basically saying, like, we should be writing screenplays, not entertaining children.
Okay.
And the party goes awry and she fails and her friend helps her. And anyways, long story short, the twist was she goes and she is like back in normal time. She's sitting on the deck and her friend comes and is like, that was the worst idea you had of being clowns. And she's like, well, it helped us write our screenplay. And it like shows we were like successful writers or whatever.
Nice.
And then the twist was he actually had passed away. And so it flashes and it's like she's actually not talking. Nobody's there. Who she's talking to is like a ghost, quote unquote. Anyways, so there was this element of like sadness to it because he had passed away and he was her partner. And like they actually never said like relationship wise, like whether he was just a friend or a brother or boyfriend, there was like nothing like that.
No, not a lot of time for character development.
No. But it was, so anyways, and the elements that we had to have in it were, did I tell you this already?
You told me that part.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what they were.
Okay. So it was like a weird sound, which that's where we pulled in the clown piece because it was like, it sounded like a cartoon. To me, it sounded like I guess it was like a cartoon violin,
okay.
But it sounded like a nose honking. Yes, exactly. And then something lost, which was, he was lost. He passed away. And then we also talked about losing our dignity when we were clowns. Anyways, I'm rambling, but it was fun. And we got some good feedback. And Peter said, we might not have won, but we won the hearts of many,
nice.
Was how he put it. So
love it.
That was Friday night for me.
What I'm hearing is that there's videos and photos of you in a clown costume out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Would love to see those.
I'll send it to you.
Please.
I'll send you the video.
Love that.
The actual movie. I have it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we can do a screening here at lunch.
Love it. So that was your Friday night.
That was my Friday.
Cool. Well, congratulations on your movie. Will that be on IMDb?
Yes, obviously.
Love it.
Everything's
You're really building up your resume.
I really am trying.
Friday night. Okay, Saturday. We had been up until 1, so I slept in till like 10, which is great.
Yeah.
You'll notice a theme of the rest of the weekend. A lot of sleeping.
Love that for you.
Walked Stevie that morning. Got a haircut. It was our friend's 30th birthday party that night.
Oh, fun.
And she asked for no gifts, but she asked everyone to bring her a record for a new record collection that she's starting.
Wow.
So I went to like a vintage store and found I have never record shopped before.
No.
And yeah, I don't remember who the artists were, but I found 2 artists who I actually knew who they were.
Okay.
So I got those ones.
Okay.
For the party. And then I got groceries.
That's such a fun thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
And then I took a nap.
Yeah.
It was great. Saturday afternoon nap.
I love it.
And then we had a birthday party that night. So we started at a place called Bottle House in Madrona, which is like a wine bar. Cool. They had the whole outdoor area reserved and it was cool. It was very, very swanky.
Yeah.
And then after that we went to karaoke at a like a dive bar in Magnolia.
Oh, nice.
Which was fun.
Yeah.
In restaurants, like you like wait in a line to order.
Yeah.
But they don't have a menu, so you like get to the front and you have to decide right away.
Mode. Why do they do that?
I hate when people. I hate it. But that was the situation here, and so basically, and there was a line behind me, and they were like ending food service soon. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna panic order
one of everything.
And this was another situation where, that's what I did.
Yeah,
I was ordering for like our whole group, and so I was like, can I just get one of every appetizer? And so that's what I did. And then they started bringing them out. And I didn't really look at what the appetizers were. And everything was fried. Every single thing. Which like kind of what you'd expect at a dive bar. But it was like tater tots and then onion rings and then french fries and then jalapeno poppers and then chicken wings. And it was just a very fried assortment. And it was delicious. It was great.
I'm seeing a theme. Like you are also the person who everybody is just like, you're doing it.
I like doing that. No, well, so Friday I was assigned to that.
Yeah,
I was asked to get the snacks. Right. Saturday I was not. Saturday I just did it out of the kindness of my heart.
Okay,
which I realized I like being that guy. That,
okay,
buys a round of drinks or a round of whatever. I don't know. It's something I like spending money on. Is
got
just
it.
Treating people to food and drinks.
It's weird because I've never benefited from that of yours.
Except for all the free coffee I've bought you, and then you Venmoed me $50 for coffee. That was Saturday. Oh, Saturday.
That was it. Okay. Saturday for me. Saturday I was here. So we had a bus tour. And so we had a full house, which was really fun. We had a full house for the class, and then about half of them decided they weren't going to come on the bus tour. Okay. Unfortunately, like, for us, the bus tour is like a great way to connect with potential clients. A lot of the people that attended that class had agents that they were working with, or were already under contract for, like, one couple was under contract for this land purchase. And so they just needed to come to have the down payment assistance piece. So anyways, it was still great. It was a really nice afternoon. Chad came and drove the bus for us, cool. Which was fun. And then afterwards, I had been sitting for 6+ hours. So I was like, well, I have to get my steps in. So we went down to Ruston. We grabbed coffee from Curran Coffee, and we were with the girls, and we walked up and down Ruston. Cool. Got a couple miles in there.
Great place to walk.
I love it. I wish there was not the busy road right there.
Ruston Way.
Oh, I wish there was like a separation between by the water and that.
Yeah.
Because it's just loud. Even though it's like not supposed to be a super fast road, it's just loud with cars going by. But anyways, and afterwards we did something. So my old house on North 30th is on the market and vacant. Yes. And so we went and walked through it with the girls, and it was so weird. It was like, it was, I think for our family, we've kind of like idealize that house of like, we would always say, oh, I wish we could take that house and move it to where we are now. Like we just loved the layout and loved it. And we walked through, and all of us were like, it's like, it's smaller than we remember. And like, it's not as, this room, it doesn't feel as nice as it did. Like it just felt different. And like the backyard hadn't been kept up. And so it's just like overgrown. And so it was actually kind of nice to go through, and all of us were like, okay, we actually love where we are now, Nice. But that was just kind of funny that we ended up, I just feel like what a rare thing that you get to walk back through a house that you once lived in, Yeah.
I drove by my first house on 6th Ave recently, and they have not. It looks horrible.
Yeah. Oh, I saw you post that. Yeah.
It looks so bad. Yeah. And that is always interesting, seeing somewhere where you spent so much of your life and like being removed from it, but still being able to kind of go back in time. It's just a weird feeling.
100%. And then we went down to Proctor, and we had a really nice dinner at Fondy's. It was like one of those moments. We were the only people sitting outside, but it was so nice out. And we got pizza, and we played this game called Imposter.
Yep.
Do you know that?
I know it,
okay. Yep. And so that's always fun. Afterwards, we went and got ice cream at Ice Cream Social. And then we went home, and I was like so excited because it's Saturday night, and Chad and I have been saying how there's a Saturday evening window where we are in absolute bliss because it's just that like we've had a day of like fun and relaxing, and we know the next morning there's like no urgency.
Yep.
And so there's just this like sweet thing about Saturday nights, except for the fact that Piper jumped off of our deck Saturday evening, which she does all the time, and just happened to land oddly and enough to the point that we were concerned enough to take her to the ER. So Saturday night around 9 p.m. we
probably the worst night
to the ER.
Yeah.
Worse. And it was one of those things where it's like, it's so tricky because we were trying to think, okay, if we let her stay home and rest, if we wake up Sunday and she's in pain, we're going to spend Sunday morning, which was Mother's Day, in the ER. And so he's like, hey, and he, with his medical background, he's a little bit like, there's this bone there. He thought maybe there's a hairline fracture. So he's like, I think we just need to go get it x-rayed. Well, we were there for about 4 hours, and it was horrible. We were all so exhausted.
Did you all go?
All four of us went. Allie was super sweet. She like packed Piper a bag with like cozy socks and her iPad and like some things to entertain her. And we sat in the waiting room for 2.5. It was a long time that we were just waiting. And eventually they took us back and got our x-rays. And then we got into a triage room. And once we were in the triage room, it was actually not so horrible because we could all kind of spread out. Piper could lay down on a bed. We put a movie on. We watched a full movie.
Wow.
Like we were there for so.
What'd you watch?
We watched Frozen.
Nice.
The original, the OG.
Comfort movie.
Yep. And then there was a nurse who came in, and she brought the girls some snacks. So it ended up like then we kind of got a second wind, and x-rays came back fine. Shocking. Piper James the next morning running around like nothing happened.
God.
She was sore, but it was definitely like we were kind of kicking ourselves. It just, you don't know. And like there's how many times I feel like parents are like, yeah, it's fine. And a week later they're like, it still hurts and it's been broken the whole time, So we didn't want to be those guys.
I've gone to the doctor so many times for things that ended up being nothing. And it's just like, even my colonoscopy, that was just a test for stuff.
Yeah.
It came back. Everything's fine. It's like,
I know, but you're like, might as well. I don't know.
It's good for peace of mind. Just know something's fine. Yeah. Everything's fine.
So that was my Saturday night.
Anything crazy like the pit?
Literally, I was like listening for code red, code blue. No, it was pretty quiet in there. I will say so many people came in after us and was taken before us.
Yeah.
So we were like, next time we need to coach Piper, like, because Chad's like, they take him based on urgency. Yeah. So next time we're going to make Piper, you are a 10 out of 10 pain.
Yeah.
You are absolutely miserable. So no, it was a bit of a bummer to the day we had. Like we had such a nice evening together, like from Fondy's Pizza, like having the best time, to like now we're at the ER and it's 12:30 a.m. and we're all miserable.
Yeah, that's rough.
Anyways, that's my Saturday.
I'll see you rang in your Mother's Day.
That's how I started Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, both of our moms were out of town.
I remember you saying this.
We didn't do, we called both of our moms and had nice chats, but that was it. We kind of had a lazy morning. We went to the dog park with Stevie.
Nice.
We got lunch at Filling Station by our house, which is a little coffee shop. They do like a weekend brunch, which is really fun. Took another nap on Sunday.
Love it.
Naps both Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
None of them were long naps, but both like hour-long naps.
Do you ever do a nappuccino?
I've done nappuccinos. Yep.
I sent Chad. Yeah, I sent Chad recently a little Instagram thing of it, and like, there's a person who knows if she's a legit doctor or scientist or whatever, but they were claiming it is actually beneficial.
I know people that take naps every day.
Yeah,
like they'll take like a 10 to 15 minute power nap. Like every single day, and that like refuels them. So it's interesting. Let's see. I had one of my pickleball friends. It was his birthday that day.
Oh, cool.
So we went and played pickleball that night. And then we watched Our Friends and Neighbors on the couch.
Oh, how are you liking it?
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good show. Called it a night. That was Sunday.
Nice. I did finish jury duty at some point. I don't remember if that was the last weekend or this most recent week, but I definitely got teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Like,
so good.
He's so good. I actually didn't realize he was a dad.
Yep.
And so when he was coming at the end to be like, father to father, you need to not do. I was just like, and the thing is like, he has no, like, he's a temp.
Yeah.
He was not an employee that's been with them for decades. Like they had been together. It just was so heartwarming.
Very, very, very good.
Yeah. Okay. Sunday, we slept in.
Okay.
And I will say, like, the fact that you've stayed up past 1 a.m. is like, Chad and I felt disgusting.
Yeah.
We were like, it's like we're hungover, but we didn't drink. Like, I couldn't get over the fact that my body was so wrecked just from staying up so late. Yeah. It was horrible.
We are still at the age where some of our friends like being out until 1 a.m. And a lot of our friends don't. They're on our same wavelength of love being home by 9. But yeah, I mean, Friday and Saturday night we're out late.
Oh man. Literally, like, we were supposed to go to church the next day and we were like, we can't even function. So we didn't. We stayed in. I think Chad and I went for a walk in the morning. My parents came over for lunch, which was really nice. We did lunch with them. We got my mom a book. It's like, it's basically like something like Grandmother, I want to know your story or something. And it's like all these questions that you ask your grandma.
That's cool.
And it was really sweet because since my mom's been struggling to see, the girls would ask her. It was like a nice way to engage with her. Like they were asking her questions and then they would write it down in the journal for her.
That's fun.
So cool. We did that.
Any tears shed that day?
No, but it was.
I feel that could get emotional.
Yeah. No, a lot of it was just kind of like, what was your nickname growing up? Just like kind of just fun facts about her. My mom's memory is amazing. I struggle to remember what I did. I have to write notes from last weekend what I did. But she can remember like all these things from growing up. It's really impressive. So it was kind of fun. Even just hearing some of those things. Like I didn't realize one of her nicknames is Japanese for joy growing up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I never knew that. Anyways, then after they left, we ended up taking a nap.
Yeah. Okay.
Same. And then we went and watched Devil Wears Prada 2 that afternoon.
I saw that this Friday night.
Okay. What'd you think? I liked it.
I liked it too.
I love the little, like, the fun going in and out of the fashion shows, and it's like fast paced and they're in all their cool outfits. Yep. Like, I don't know, it's just a cute movie.
Is there anything you didn't like?
The fact that the AC was down, that really sucked.
I didn't like that when and this spoiler.
It's been out for a while, though, guys. Go see it.
When Andy, who's Anne Hathaway, like reunites with Miranda, Meryl Streep for the first time, I didn't like that Meryl Streep didn't remember her.
I know.
That really rubbed me the wrong way.
But did you feel like there was, because later on when it came up again, I felt like she made a comment like she did, but after was kind of downplaying it.
Oh, okay. I heard that comment differently. I heard the comment was like over time she started remembering who it was.
Okay.
But in the first movie, it felt like Anne Hathaway had such a significant impact on Meryl Streep's character. And like, it felt like they had such a good rapport built.
Yeah.
So for like however many years later, for her just to not remember her, I hated that.
Okay.
I did not like that.
Okay.
Everything else was fine.
Yeah.
They were good. It was good. It was a good movie. For some reason, that really bugged me. I'm like, I want there to be some sort of like big reunion.
Right.
Like, obviously Meryl Streep can still be her,
totally
her same demeanor, but for her to not remember her, I'm like,
I thought it was funny all the times, like she would say something and her assistant was like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
But truly the AC was not working in a movie theater.
Okay.
And I just imagine going into like a warm movie theater room where like bodies have just been marinating there for a minute.
It's like being on a plane when the AC's not working.
Oh man. Ugh. It was rough. Like it was not the most comfortable. So that was too bad. And then we got home and Chad and I went for another walk, getting those steps in, and that was the evening for us.
Love it.
That was Sunday.
Awesome.
That was last weekend.
Cool. All right. Well, this last weekend, we did a date night. Brian and I did Friday night. Went and got Mexican food at a restaurant in Renton.
Nice.
Renton. Never known whether to say Renton or Renton.
Renton.
People in Renton say Renton.
Renton.
I don't know if I've lived there long enough to say Renton. And then we saw TDWP 2.
Love it.
That was proud.
Sweet. Friday, Alice had her tennis districts. That was at UPS. So that was kind of an all day thing. It's our first time doing this. And so we really didn't know what to expect from like a scheduling thing. And I had one parent tell me, you basically show up and you have no clue when they're going to play because it's all based on who wins and what court is available. It's a really weird, and I'm just so unfamiliar with tennis. So I'm like, I don't know. Anyways, so I had gotten her there and then I went home, got Piper to school, was just kind of doing my normal like workout, shower. And I get out of the shower and there's a message from the athletic director, like Alice is about to play. And I'm like, oh no, I thought it was going to be hours before she started. So I rushed over to UPS, got to see the end of her first match. They did not win. And then it was like, now we're just waiting around. So I ended up walking through UPS. I went to their coffee shop. Horrible weather, like sideways
I saw
rain. And like I was wearing these shoes. It's like when your socks get wet. So wet.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is not fun. And then went back. Chad met us at UPS and brought us some lunch. And then I had a client close on their house on Friday. And so I left the tennis districts and met her at the house with our lender, Kelly.
Nice.
And we did a little celebration there.
Does she usually meet you as well on closing day?
Kelly does.
Oh,
yeah. She brings and she'll bring champagne. She'll bring a sign. She brought this confetti thing.
Love that.
Yeah. She's super fun.
I've never had a lender meet me on closing day.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. She is great. So we did that. And then as I was leaving, Chad messaged and said, we're all done. We're heading home. So then I was like, okay. So I met everybody back at home and we just kind of chilled, had a like afternoon coffee. We probably maybe even took a nap. I don't know. I definitely walked my neighborhood that afternoon. And then that night, Allie and I went back to the school and we went to the school play. It was called Our Town.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this play? This is a very interesting choice for high school.
Really?
It was
a little edgy.
No, it was somber. It was there's like hardly any props, like a lot of pantomiming of I'm in my kitchen and I'm grabbing and I'm making drink and like it's just kind of some heavy themes.
Yeah.
Like it's basically just supposed to be this little town and they're supposed to talk about like life and like this two families and their kids end up like falling in love and getting married, but then it goes through loss as well. And so it's like the circle of life in this little town. So anyways, just an interesting, like in the
Neither of your kids were in the play, right?
No, we went to go. So a lot of my cheerleaders were in it, and then Alice, one of her good friends, was in it. So we went to go support the people in it.
Yeah.
And just a lot of, it's like set in the like early 1900s. So the verbiage is, it's not like common day lingo.
Shakespearean almost.
A little bit. Like you're kind of like, what? So anyways, that one.
Will you be going back again for the next weekend?
That's a one and done for me. Yeah, just
so I was in so many plays growing up, like musical theater plays, whatever. And my parents would always come to every show, and that must have just been so painful, like to watch all these kids like try to act and like there were some people that were good, and I'm sure it's fun watching your kid perform, but going to six showings of the same thing, I'm like,
they went to all of them.
Yeah, they would. Like a lot of the time they would.
Oh man, if my kids are in multiple ones, I go to one. I'm not a repeat offender.
I would do the same thing. I don't know.
Parents are amazing.
Parents.
Yeah. So, I mean, in the past, they've done plays like Cinderella and Anne of Green Gables and High School Musical. Like they've done like fun, upbeat ones.
Yeah.
So this was just a different tone. And I was like, okay. Anyways, that was my Friday.
Cool. Let's see, Saturday. So it was my mom's birthday. My mom's birthday. For that day, she wanted she had this event that she found in Everett called Life Surge.
Yes.
It was kind of like a Christian motivational conference kind of thing. And so she basically wanted all of her people to go to that for her birthday.
Yeah.
So we had a good sized group of, I think there were 10 of us there for that.
Okay.
It was an all day event. So it started at like 8 a.m. and I think it went till 6 p.m. So it was a full day commitment in Everett. So I woke up like 5:30 Saturday morning so that I could like go on a run in the morning and then get ready and then make it to Everett. So I picked up my friend Chad and he went with me to go up there. Okay. It was a good event.
Yeah.
It was good.
What kind of things?
So there was like a decent lineup of speakers.
Yeah.
So names that are well known would be like Damon Johns and Robert Herjavec from Shark Tank. So two of the sharks from Shark Tank were there. Marcus Lemonis was there. He's like the prophet. He has some other show. Russell Wilson was there. Okay. Tim Tebow was there.
Wow.
So like decently known people. Yeah. And then there's some other speakers. They all kind of had their own little spiel that they gave.
Yeah.
Some of them were like very motivational focused. Some of them were more like some people did like investing focused stuff or wealth focused stuff. So it's kind of a mix of different things.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I had some good takeaways.
Okay.
There were definitely some things I didn't agree with, but that's okay. Yeah. I walked away with some good stuff. Nice. I feel like my main takeaway was just around like finding your purpose in life, which is that's something we've all heard over time, but it was just kind of a good reminder and just like a good like I don't know, kind of helped me be introspective again and just think about like what do I want my life to be about. Like it's so it's good to have those thoughts. Good event. And then we went on a long walk around Everett before dinner, and then we went to an Italian restaurant for dinner, which was
in Everett.
Oh, fun! Which was great. It was right on the water. I've spent very little time in Everett. I've actually shown a lot of houses in Everett, but never like hung out. There's a cool waterfront area with like a marina and a bunch of waterfront restaurants and stuff, and it was cool.
Nice,
good day.
I love it.
Long day. Woke up at 5:30. I think I got home from the event at like 10 p.m. Yeah,
that's a long day.
Long Saturday.
Well, Saturday for us, I woke up not that early, 7:30 maybe. And I told Chad I wanted to go for a walk, but I did not want to walk in our neighborhood. I wanted to go someplace else. We were on a little bit of a time crunch because Piper had a volleyball game that morning.
Okay.
So we ended up grabbing some coffees and we went to our old neighborhood where our duplex is, parked kind of near UPS, and then walked down past our old duplex and around the campus, and then came back, got the girls, went to Piper's volleyball game. That was at Annie Wright. We lost our first set, won the second set, lost the third one. So that was a bit of a bummer. And then that afternoon, I was here again. We have a new agent, Kathy, who is working on an offer. And I will say she cracks me up because she's very young. She's not even 21. And sometimes her language is I don't know, Gen Z?
Yeah.
Is that the thing? Like she says some phrases and I actually found myself going back to my girls and being like, hey, what does this mean? Like I was like, is this have you heard this? And like, oh yeah, that means this. So it's just funny. I don't have anybody else in our office who's as young as she is and who talks like her.
Yeah.
And so it's just funny. But
at the conference on Saturday, there's one of the speakers, Marcus Lemonis, was doing a lot of like crowd work. Like he just like go up to somebody and put them on the spot and like make them speak, share their purpose or whatever.
Okay.
And he probably went to like 4 or 5 different people. And then this guy stood up and he's like, he like stood up, like raised his hand.
Yeah.
And the speaker like went over, he's like, yeah, like what's going on? And he said, I want to talk. And he's like, okay, well, what do you want to say? And the guy, he's like, oh, well, aren't you going to ask me questions? Oh. So he wanted to be one of the people that got picked on. And so the speaker was obviously like, it was weird.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It was odd. But then he started asking questions.
Yeah.
And he really didn't have much, just like, it was just funny. Like he just wanted attention. But he was very Gen Z. Like the way he talked and everything was so, like he probably was around the same age.
Yeah.
And just like it was such a Gen Z thing to do. Just be like, I want to talk.
Yeah.
And it was just funny. It was just very.
I want to be on camera.
I want to say something, but then he didn't really have anything to say. It was just so funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
Gen Z's a funny generation.
It is.
I like them.
Yeah. So she was working on an offer. She also was doing her first open house, and so we were getting some materials and stuff for that. And then I went home after that. Chad and I had an event, one of his many fundraisers that he does now for his role at work. So we were down in Lakewood at the McGavick Center, I think is how you say it.
Okay.
And it was a Rotary fundraiser, Lakewood Rotary. It was kind of fun because it was wine focused. So multiple wineries were there, and then they had a big silent auction in the middle of the conference area, and then they had a live auction later on as well.
Nice.
So in the live auction, Chad won a day at Tacoma Country Club for golf.
Nice.
So it was kind of fun. We were a little bit like, I just feel like in that group, I am still on the outs a bit. Like these people have known each other for years. Yeah. And so I'm still kind of figuring out my place there. And for Chad, these events are tricky because he's there with his coworkers who he knows, but everybody else, like there's not a soul we know there outside of that.
Yeah.
And the Rotary Club, not the youngest vibe, complete opposite from my Gen Z afternoon. Yeah. But also, so it was kind of interesting. We ended up going home. We cut out a little bit early and went home and just kind of veg for a bit. We started the second season of Running Point.
Okay.
Have you heard of that on
Netflix? We watched first season.
Okay.
I didn't realize the second season was out.
Yes.
Well, that's our list.
And we were like, I don't know. It's actually pretty funny we were like laughing out loud at certain scenes.
It's a good show.
It's fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the main actress in that?
Kate Hudson.
That's
yes.
Right. Yeah. Good show.
Yeah. So that was our Saturday.
Oh yeah. Cool. I'll wrap up Sunday. Let's see. I did a little morning workout in the tonal, walked Stevie, and then I had a listing go live last Wednesday up in Newcastle. So I held an open house on Sunday.
Yes. How's that been going?
Good. I did an open house on Friday. Yeah. And open house and brokers open on Friday.
Okay.
Only 2 groups do that.
Okay.
And one of the groups is my parents.
Okay.
They stopped by.
You know what?
One group. And then Sunday, there were probably 10 plus groups that came through.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I think probably it was Friday like 11 to 1, like a noonish lunchtime ones.
Hard for consumers maybe that time because they're working.
That was when I was seeing most brokers opens are held up there. Okay. So I didn't know what to expect.
Fair.
Sunday was great. One of the buyers that came through he told me he's Sir Mix-a-Lot's agent. So that's kind of fun.
That's great.
Can
we fact check that or we just trust
him? I should look him up. I should see. I should look up his name. Yeah, open house went well. Nice. And then I went and played some pickleball yesterday afternoon outside. It was windy, but great. And then went home, watched more of Your Friends and Neighbors.
Nice.
And then Brian and I are going on a trip this Wednesday.
Oh, fun.
We're doing a little California trip.
Oh, my gosh.
So we're going for 10 days.
Whoa. Where are you going?
So when we decided not to do a honeymoon this year, I was like, what if we took the trips we're already going on and just make them a bit longer?
Okay.
So this is kind of like a little mini honeymoon-ish.
Also, I feel like I don't know if I knew this, that you weren't doing a honeymoon.
We still have time.
Yeah.
There's not really, like, we really want to do like a 2-week Italy honeymoon. And there's no time that really makes sense this year.
Like,
we have
when do we have
6 weddings. We have
Good
all sorts
night.
of other stuff.
Yeah.
So we're like, and I know we'll make it a priority at some point. Like, we really want to do this trip, but we're like, this year just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So we're doing a 10-day trip. So I spent basically a couple hours on the couch just to, like, I already had the hotels and destinations picked out, but I spent time researching like what to do in each place.
Okay.
So we're doing like 3 nights in Yosemite, 2 nights in San Luis Obispo, 2 nights in Paso Robles, and then 3 nights in Simi Valley, which is where the wedding's at.
Oh, so, cool. Okay.
So I kind of putting together an itinerary for the trip.
Have you ever been to Yosemite?
Never.
Okay. So I grew up going there every year.
Really?
Yes. It was like my dad's work had this company thing and we would go camping there every single year. It is beautiful. I've been wanting to take my girls there. That's going to be so fun.
The hotel we're staying at has been on my list for so long.
Okay.
And so we splurged a little bit on the hotel. It's called Auto Camp.
Okay.
You stay, like, it's this beautiful property with like this lodge and a big pool and stuff. And you stay in Airstream campers.
Oh, cool.
It looks cool.
It was like camping. It was like a cement slab and then canvasy tent over it that would have like bed frames. So you would bring like sleeping bags. And so it was camping for sure.
Yeah. Glamping a little bit.
That's quite generous.
It was Sunday. We ended the day in the sauna and then went to bed.
Fun.
Good weekend.
Well, Sunday for us, I slept in again. I thought we were going to wake up in sauna. We actually didn't because I woke up a little late. So I ended up just going for a walk. And then we went to church. I was in the nursery yesterday, had some sweet little babies in there. And then we went to lunch it's so funny. So when we lived in our duplex, we were renting out the top unit to traveling nurses.
Yep.
And there was a couple that stayed there for, I can't remember if it was a full year or not, but we ended up getting to be friends with them. They're really sweet. And they ended up moving from Tacoma to Indianapolis and then over to now they're in Nashville, but we've kind of stayed in touch.
Nice.
And the husband from that couple was in town. And so we met him for lunch at Cook's Tavern.
That's so funny. Did you already tell me Cook's? Did you already share that's where you went for lunch?
No.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you were going to tell me you went to Cook's.
That's so weird.
I like predicted it in a weird way.
That's so funny.
That was a weird, like, little
that's
deja vu moment.
I don't feel like that's one we go to.
It's kind of near there, though. Maybe that's why I thought it. It's pretty close by to the duplex.
So, we went and had lunch there. And then afterwards, he came over to our house and he and Chad were watching golf. And I'm reading a new book right now. So I read for a little bit. And then I was like, I need to get a few more steps. I took Sheila kind of up and down my street. And it was just kind of like, I don't know. I was kind of just killing time until he left, to be honest. And then once he left, we took the girls, we went to Target. The girls wanted to play tennis and pickleball. Allie wanted to practice tennis with Chad.
Nice.
Type's not really into tennis, so she wanted to play pickleball with me. So we went and got some new tennis balls and then a couple things from Target. And then we drove multiple parks trying to find an open tennis court.
Yeah.
That was the challenge.
Yeah.
What's funny is the one we found that was open was the one right next to our house down at Titlow Park. And so we went there and Chad and Allie played tennis. Pipes and I played pickleball, but the courts weren't marked there. So we were just kind of rallying back and forth.
Yeah.
And then we dropped the girls off at home, went and did a Trader Joe's shop. We had bought the movie Project Hail Mary.
Okay.
I think we bought it Saturday or Friday or something. Allie was like, I loved it. It's so good. And none of us had seen it. And so we were like, all right, we'll just buy it and we'll watch it together this weekend. So when we got home, Chad and I did another walk in the neighborhood. And then we watched the movie and we ordered Little Caesars pizza.
I was going to predict pizza.
Yes, we did.
I was going to say Domino's.
Because, Domino's, we've done the little cup things from.
Little Caesars.
No, I think it's Domino's that does the little cups. But Little Caesars has this like thick bread type one.
And that's Detroit style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
So we got
I'm
halfway
just gonna start
through.
predicting what you're gonna tell me before you tell me.
We got halfway through the movie, and then it was like 9 o'clock, and we're like, okay, kids need to get ready for bed.
Intermission.
So we'll finish the rest tonight probably. But that was my weekend.
Love it.
Yeah.
Good first half of the movie.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I need to watch it. It's on top of my list.
Yes. People really like it. Yeah. It's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll watch it this week sometime.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, wonderful weekends. Thanks for chatting as always.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you in another couple of weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Next Monday is Memorial Day, and I will be in Paso Robles, California.
So fun.
See you later. Bye.